I'm a little hill, gonna build me a mountain. At least I hope I will. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I'm a little hill, gonna build me a mountain. At least I hope I will. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, I only know I'm gonna try. Gonna build me a daydream from a little hope. Gonna push that daydream up the mountain slope. Gonna build a daydream, gonna see it through. Gonna build a mountain and a daydream, gonna make them both come true. Gonna build a heaven from a little hill. Gonna build me a heaven, and I know darn well, if I build my mountain with a lot of care, and take my daydream up the mountain, and heaven will be waiting there when I build that heaven, as I will someday. And the Lord sends Gabriel to take me away. What a fine young son to take my place. I'll leave a son in my heaven on earth with the good Lord's grace. With a fine young son to take my place. I'll leave a son in my heaven on earth with the good Lord's grace. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build a mountain. Oh, oh, oh. Gonna build a mountain, at least I hope I will. What a fine young son to take my place. I'll leave a son in my heaven on earth with the good Lord's grace. With the good Lord's grace. Gonna build a mountain. Yeah, yeah.
With the wind at our backs, we're standing tall, ready to take on the doubts, we won't let them fall. They throw their words like darts, hoping they'll land, but we know the truth, united we'll stand. Stand up and fight, don't let them bring you down. In the land of the free, we wear our pride like a crown, shining light on what's real. We'll stand side by side, together we're strong, we're ready to ride. They call us names, but we'll see through the lies. With our principles guiding, we'll rise. It's not just a struggle, it's a battle for the soul. We'll keep pushing forward, that's our ultimate goal. Stand it's our time to shine. With unity and faith, we'll draw the line. Together we'll triumph, we'll claim our space in this great land of freedom. We'll find our place.
In a town called Butler, banners are high, with flags waving proudly beneath the blue sky. People gather together, united and strong, in this land of freedom where we all belong. Let's rally for America, stand up and be heard. With the spirit of our nation, let's spread the word. From the hills to the valleys, we're raising our voice. With Go Right News guided, let's make our choice. Elon Musk's in the crowd, bringing hope for the fight. Innovating the future, lighting up the night. Donald Trump's on the stage, calling us to rise for the constitutionalists. We're reaching for the skies. Let's rally for America. Let's rally for America. Hear the freedom ring. With a heart full of courage, we've got everything. In this great republic, we'll make our stand. Together for our future, hand in hand. But behind the cheers, there's a story untold. Hurricane Helene struck, left hearts feeling cold. FEMA's slow response left towns in despair. But the strength of our people shows how much we care. Let's rally for America, rebuild what was lost. With faith in our neighbor, we'll pay any cost. From the ashes we rise, with love in our hearts. For a brighter tomorrow, we'll all play our parts. A call to the patriots, the ones who believe in the land of the brave. It's time to achieve. With Go Right News shining a light on the truth. We'll fight for our rights and the dreams of our youth. Let's rally for America, let freedom abound. With a spirit of justice, let's stand our ground. For our Constitution, we'll never back down. In this beautiful nation, we're freedom's bound. So gather round, brothers and sisters alike. With our hearts full of passion, it's time to ignite. We'll dance in the streets with pride in our song. For a future that's bright, where we all belong. Let's rally for America, united we stand. With the promise of liberty, together we'll plan. From the mountains to the prairies, our spirit will soar. For the land of the free, we'll forever explore. Let's rally for America, rebuild what was lost. With faith in our neighbor, we'll pay any cost. From the ashes we rise, with love in our hearts. For a brighter tomorrow, We'll play our hearts for a brighter tomorrow. We'll all play our hearts. Bide my time, wearing a warning sign. Wait till the world is mine. Visions I vandalize, cold in my kingdom size. Fell for these ocean eyes. You should see me in a crowd. I'm gonna run this nothing town. Watch me make 'em bow. One by one by one, one by one. You should see me in a crowd. Your silence is my favorite sound. Watch me make 'em bow. One by one by one, one by one by one. Count my cards, watch them fall. Blood on a marble wall. I like the way they all scream. Tell me which one is worse, living or dying first. Sleeping inside a hearse, I don't dream. You say, come over baby, I think you're pretty. I'm okay, I'm not your baby. If you think I'm pretty, you should see me in a crowd. I'm gonna run this nothing town. Watch me make 'em bow. One by one, by one by one. One by one, by one, by. You should see me in a crowd. I'm gonna run this nothing town. Watch me make 'em bow. One by one by one, one by one. You should see me in a crowd. Should see silence is my favorite sound. You should see me. Watch me make 'em bow. One by one by one, one by one by one. Crown. I'm gonna run this nothing town. Watch me make 'em bow. One by one, one by one. One by one, by one, by. You should see me in a crowd. See me, see me. Your silence is my favorite sound. You should see me, see me. Watch me make 'em bow. One by one by one, one by one by one. Of all that's out there, our love was forged in fire, water, earth, and air. The spell is cast, how long it lasts, I cannot divine. The road is there, and so I dare to risk this heart of mine. Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Follow me, my friend, to glory at the end. I have known the power of midnights in the wood. I've danced inside the circle of all that's bad and good. The danger let my song teach you all you need to keep our love alive. If I can hold you, remember what I told you. It's the only way we survive. We survive. The road is wild and wicked, winding out of time. Still we face our fortune, chasing the sublime. What's lost is found, what's fierce is bound. We're broken and we're burned, but take a breath and dance with death. My love cannot be turned as we go down, down, down the road, down the witch's road, down the witch's road, down, down, down the road, down the witch's road, down the witch's road, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Wherever it may bend, I'll see you at the end. 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 As we go down, down, down the road, down the witch's road, down the witch's road, down, down, down the road, down the witch's road, down the witch's road, down, down the road, down the witch's road, down wherever it may bend. I'll see you at the end. 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 I'll see you at the end.
This hit that ice cold, but shall fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces, styling, wildin', living it up in the city. I got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent, gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I'm too hot, hot damn. Call the police and a fireman. I'm too hot, hot damn. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I got the sunshine in my pocket, got the good song in my feet. I feel the hot blood in my body when it drops. I'm too hot, hot damn. Call the police and a fireman. I'm too hot, hot damn. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I got the sunshine in my pocket, got that good song in my feet. I feel the hot blood in my body when it drops. Girls, girls, hit hallelujah. Woo! Girls, hit hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to ya. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. Under the lights, won't give it to use. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine, just imagine, just imagine. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexy, then flaunt it. If you freaky, then own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Got this feeling in my body. I can't stop the funk, so keep dancing. Uptown Funk, you up. sinks low, the beat is on the rise. Daughters of the night, under flashing lights, whispers on the bass, calling out a spell. They move in rhythm, where the magic dwells. The fire burns bright, the stars begin to sway. The witch's chant gets louder as the night turns into day. Daughters of the night, with magic in their hands, dancing through the power to beats no one understands. The music's glowing bright, the shadows come alive. They ride the rhythm's mystery where ancient spirits thrive. Draw into the night. Oh, oh, oh. Witches cast their spell tonight. Cloaked in mist, they gather near, under neon lights, with no trace of fear. The crowd moves slow, but the energy is high. Daughters of the night, reaching for the sky. The fire burns bright, the stars begin to sway. Ooh. The witch's chant grows louder as the night turns into day. Daughters of the night, with magic in their hands, dancing through the power to beats no one understands. The music's glowing bright, the shadows come alive. They ride the rhythm's mystery where ancient spirits thrive. Draw into the night. Oh, oh, oh. Witches cast their spell tonight. Voices from the past echo through the beat. The witches' dance is endless, pulsing in the heat. A spell cast in silence under flashing lights. The night's their only kingdom where they come alive. Daughters of the night, with magic in their hands, dancing through the power to beats no one understands. The music's glowing bright, the shadows come alive. They ride the rhythm's mystery where ancient spirits thrive. Daughters of the night, with magic in their hands, dancing through the power to beats no one understands. The music's glowing bright, the shadows come alive. They ride the rhythm's mystery where ancient spirits thrive. Daughters of the night, magic in their hands, through the power to beats no one understands. The music's glowing bright, the shadows come alive. They ride the rhythm's mystery where ancient spirits thrive, where ancient spirits thrive. Into the night. It's time to go right. Let the truth ignite. We're bringing right news into the light. With Peter Boykin at the helm, we're taking a stand. Constitutionalist for America, we protect this land. Welcome to the place where opinions align, with liberty's flame our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true, let's go right, it's the podcast for you.
She said during that town hall she believes they've handled the border correctly. CNN pressed her on it. Would you have done anything different? Do you regret anything? And she said, quote, I think we did the right thing.
Wait a minute, that she's handling it correctly?
Correct.
She said that?
She said that. She said, quote, I think we did the right thing.
We allowed 21 million people in. We allowed 13,099 murderers. We allowed mental institutions from all over the world. If she said that, look, she's a grossly incompetent person. And if she said that, they had the worst border in history.
A recent poll reveals a staggering statistic. 84% of Americans support requiring photo ID to vote, a rare consensus across the nation. Despite this, Kamala Harris stands in opposition, arguing that requiring IDs would disadvantage minority voters. This has raised eyebrows, with many questioning the underlying assumption that minority voters are less likely to have ID. Some feel it's a condescending view, even bordering on racial bias. So, what exactly do Democrat leaders resist? Why do they resist this idea? Some speculate that it's about enabling loopholes, while others suggest that they don't see voter ID as crucial to election integrity. But with over 31 million early voters already cast in early voting elections by the time I've talked about this, and probably way more, and 88% of Americans pushing for stronger border security, the nation's priorities seem clear. Among the top issues voters find most pressing, free speech ranks as their second most important concern, underscoring a collective drive for rights that matter. So welcome to hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykins. Today we're going to hit the hard-hitting issues shaping America's future facts that often go ignored but impact us all. We'll tackle the true cost of illegal immigration, a staggering $150 billion burden on U.S. taxpayers in just 1 year, and ask why our constitutional republic is bearing this expense without a stronger push for border security. We'll also explore a surprising shift in public opinion. A growing majority now supports mass deportation, with Americans calling for a government that prioritizes citizens' needs over unchecked immigration. And on top of that, we're seeing a massive demand for free speech protections and constitutional liberties. These aren't just talking points. They're reflections of what America's values most, and the stakes couldn't be higher. So if you believe in a strong, secure America that fights for liberty and accountability, you're in the right place. Stay with us for real talk, hard facts, and a clear-eyed look at the issues that matter right here on hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin. We'll be right back. Remember, we fight for what's right because it's time to go right.
Time to go right. Time to go right. Time to go right.
Welcome to hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin. Today we're diving into the real cost of illegal immigration and how it's impacting our constitutional republic. Did you know that illegal immigration drained over $150 billion from American taxpayers last year? That's more than double the Homeland Security budget. And yet our leaders are talking about amnesty instead of solutions. Join us as we break down the numbers, the impact on local communities, and why so many Americans are calling for action. Stay tuned for facts that matter and perspectives that fight for America's priorities. Right here on hashtag Go Right.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact. One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. Can I get it on the...
Imagine this. You're sitting down to balance your monthly budget, but no matter how carefully you plan, every month ends with a big deficit. Now, scale that scenario up to a national level, and you'll get a glimpse of what's happening in America today with illegal immigration costs. The latest report from the Federation for American Immigration Reform, FAIR, sheds light on a staggering issue that affects all Americans. Our constitutional republic is facing a massive financial burden from illegal immigration, and it's time to break down exactly what this means for us, America's hardworking taxpayers. So illegal immigration cost American taxpayers over $50 billion in 2023. This is how the economy and immigration and the cost of illegal immigration soars. According to a comprehensive report conducted by the Federation for American Immigration Reform, FAIR, illegal immigration cost American taxpayers a whopping $150 billion in 2023. Why do I keep repeating that? Because man, oh man, $150 billion. Imagine what $150 billion could do for the American people instead of being wasted. Now, this figure isn't just some wild guess. It's based on detailed analysis of federal, state, and local spending on services directly tied to illegal immigration. These services include essential public resources like education, law enforcement, medical care, resources intent to benefit American citizens, but now increasingly stretched by the additional demand. Breaking down the cost further, the report states that federal, state, and local governments collectively spent $182 billion on these services for illegal immigrants. But here's the catch. Well, illegal immigrants contribute approximately $32 billion in tax revenue. The remaining $150 billion is a direct burden on American taxpayers. To put this in perspective, that $150 billion bill is more than double the entire budget for the Department of Homeland Security. If you don't believe me, let's talk about a representative's perspective. House Budget Committee Chairman Jody Arrington calls this figure a conservative estimate, suggesting that the true cost to taxpayers might even be higher. And these expenses are not merely federal. The financial strain is hitting state and local governments just as hard, sometimes leading to severe cutbacks in vital community services for American residents. I mean, to go off topic for a moment, or still on topic, every time you see a homeless person out there, black, white, even sometimes foreign, but usually black or white, and you're thinking, that person is living in the woods. That person isn't getting medical care. That person doesn't have housing. We don't know if that person's eating. That person's probably an American citizen, most likely. And a lot of homeless people are also veterans. Huge amount are veterans. They're not getting the care they need. And they could get the care they need. But the money that could be going to help them, put them in a home, get them a job, get them medical care, get them food, is going to people who criminally trespassed into the United States. And what gets me the most is the Democrats will raise so much hell about January 6th, about the insurrection on our government, how these people illegally trespassed inside the doors of the Capitol building. And what they say is that they could have damaged our democracy. But yet they are fine with an open border. They're fine with these same people just coming through and trespassing to America's doors. How is that much different than someone trespassing into somebody's home, taking their food, taking their house, taking their livelihood? But yet the The Capitol building? Really? Now, for example, the city of Denver was forced to slash $45 million from its budget, cutting $8.4 million from police funding and $2.5 million from fire services, all to cover a $90 million allocation for illegal alien support. And in New York City, the cost is even more substantial. Since 2022, the city has spent over $2.3 billion to support roughly 210,000 illegal immigrants, diverting resources from existing programs that serve the city's lawful residents. And I'm going to tell you, this is quite discerning because my mother passed away this year in August, and she had cancer. Cancer's long-term, unbeatable. Earlier this year, they thought she was fine, and they gave her a clean bill of health and full remission, but by a few months later, she's in the hospital, going through everything. Don't think she got the right care from the nurses, bed sores and everything else. A lot of those people didn't seem like they should be nurses. One nurse was from some other country she was a nurse there and came here, and she's just not doing anything for my mom. And then we get to the point where they say, well, we can't give her any more chemo. She's already had chemo. The cancer is spread. It's very smart. Really? If she was somebody like Jimmy Carter, you could keep alive, barely, till he can vote for years. But for my mom, no. She's got to go home. She can go home to die. Be nice and comfortable. Knowing full well that she hadn't had chemo in over 6-something years. And it went very quickly to make it go away. It seems like they could have did a lot more for her. But it makes me think maybe they could have done more for her if we wasn't giving so much of our services and our money to illegal aliens. So this is personal to me, because I think that my mom might be still alive, maybe just a little bit longer. She had just a little bit more care, and the doctors would have approved just a little more services for her. But no, it was those GD immigrants, illegals, were taking all of our money. Yep. That's my personal view. But we'll talk about the public sentiment, a growing support for mass deportation. This unprecedented financial burden is impacting how Americans feel about illegal immigration. According to recent polling, 54% of Americans now support mass deportation of illegal aliens, an opinion that was once considered taboo. This shift shows that a growing number of Americans, regardless of background, are questioning the sustainability and fairness of our current immigration policies. And I'm going to tell you, it's 4 years. 4 years of a Biden administration with Kamala Harris. It's made things worse. You can imagine what 4 more years of that could do to totally destroy it, just so a party can think that they can stay in power. But again, I've always said this. What good is it to be a king or a queen or a ruler of a kingdom that is nothing but crumble? Wouldn't you want to be the ruler of a vast nation that was wonderful and great again? Why would you want to be the ruler of Detroit? As Lizzo says, let's make America Detroit again, or just make America Detroit. Really? I digress. So moving on. So government's stance on future implications. In stark contrast to the concerns expressed by millions of Americans, the Biden-Harris administration continues that I need you to vote. I just need you to vote. Get out there and vote. So this administration continues to advocate for pathways to citizenship for the millions of illegal aliens already in the country. 60 Minutes today was just like, there's only 3 million, now like 3% or 11 million. Oh, why do you want to do immigration? What's the cost of getting rid of them? Well, what's the cost of how we got them here to begin with? As far as I'm concerned, we can sit there and throw them in a parachute and drop them down in their country. Get the hell out. But, can't say that nowadays because that's bad. I once got in trouble for saying, somebody said, what is it? They were talking about fences for the wall. And I was like, trampoline. I was basically saying catapults for the wall. I put them in that big plastic rubber bubble and launch them back. Here you go. Here's your people back. So, in stark contrast to the concerns expressed by millions of Americans, the Biden-Harris administration continues to advocate for pathways to citizenship for millions of illegal aliens already in the country. Kamala Harris recently reaffirmed this stance in an interview with Telemundo, stating her support for amnesty measures. Have you ever noticed on Telemundo, I don't know, go back to the 80s, 90s, or whatever, how white the Mexican people are? I mean, not to be a racial thing, but how they don't look like our traditional Mexicans that we have over here. Because the Mexicans they're sending here and the people from other countries that are sending, they're sending us their undesirable people, which is sad. Instead of working with the people and being a nation and making their nation great, they expel all their darker colored people from their nation. I kind of think that's racist. It's crazy. So Harris wants amnesty measures. But Americans are starting to ask, who was footing the bill? The numbers make it clear that it's not the federal government alone. It's state and local budgets funded by taxpayer dollars. I mean, when you're sitting there arguing, my taxpayer dollars shouldn't have to pay for college loans. They shouldn't have to pay for college loans. They should be able to bail people out. And I've had this argument. Like, I understand your argument. I understand that people make bad decisions with college and blah, blah, blah. And then they can't get a job. And why should you have to pay it back because you paid it back? Well, the job market. And a lot of it has to do with this, with illegal immigration. And what's so hard with bailing out American citizens when we're spending so much on everybody else? Sending billions to billions, millions, whatever, to Ukraine, billions, millions, to Israel, billions, billions, to every other country in the world. But, can't get our college loans paid off. I mean, when we're struggling. But y'all fuss about that, but we need to be fussing about the cost of amnesty, illegal immigration. This is funded by tax dollars. They're being drained. What's more, the strain on local governments is already leading to a ripple effect as essential services are cut, emergency responders face underfunding, and the community safety net wears thin. And then they fuss about people going out and, prepping, getting guns and weapons and other things to protect themselves, because when all shit goes loose, some people are going to be protected. Some people are going to have what they need. And this isn't about dollars and cents. It's about the fundamental priorities and responsibilities of our constitutional republic. Government exists to serve its citizens. And yet, in this instance, many Americans feel that their interests are being pushed aside. So where do we go from here? The debate over illegal immigration and amnesty is a complex one, touching on issues of law, compassion, and practicability. But at the end of the day, the financial facts remain stark and unavailable. American taxpayers are paying the price, a price that's escalating as millions of dollars are diverted from critical services meant for American citizens. And if you believe in the importance of protecting American sovereignty, if you value for the prioritization of legal immigration channels, then this is a conversation that matters to you. The strain illegal immigration is placing on our country is undeniable. And it's high time our leaders put the needs of American citizens first. So for more in-depth analysis and updates on issues impacting our constitutional republic, stay tuned right here on #GoRight for Peter Boykin. And let's continue to hold our government accountable for the well-being of American taxpayers. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name's Ava, and I've grew up most of my life in North Carolina. And my grandma, she's from Asheville, and recently from Hurricane Helene, Asheville has been totally wiped out. No one's getting money. And FEMA is saying that everyone's supposed to get $750 to help, but everyone I know hasn't been getting approved. But all this money is going to Ukraine, Israel. I just want to understand, like, where is this money going to, and how come, like, we still have so much homeless population here? Our roads are horrible here, but we can't get $750 from a hurricane disaster, and now people are out of homes. So I would just like to know where that money is actually going.
I was there in Western North Carolina about a week and a half ago, shortly after Helene went through there, and my heart is with your grandmother and any of your family that still remain in the area. I have friends who are both still actively serving and taken leave to go help out there, as well as many veterans who are going to small towns that no government entity has touched yet. Last night, they had a blizzard warning there in the mountains. They've got people who are homeless, who have no clothes, no food, no access to clean water, and dead bodies that are still being recovered. Unfortunately, the headlines have moved on. They are prioritizing other interests ahead of the interests of our fellow Americans, your family, and so many other friends and family who desperately need help right now. And if we dare criticize their failed response, that is resulting in people getting sick and potentially dying in the aftermath of Helene, they criticize us for disinformation. This is what happens in dictatorships. Those in power identify themselves as the country, and if we dare criticize them, they then call us traitors who are dangerous. This is why free speech is so important. This is what the First Amendment is all about, and this is why it's up to us to hold them accountable. Otherwise, they're going to continue to put the American people last.
And I'll just close with this. You have family in Western North Carolina?
My grandma grew up in Asheville, and I've been there most of my life.
So there's an easy way she can get cash. You ready? She should fly to Mexicali, walk across the border, declare asylum. She can get a free cell phone, free luxury hotel,
$10,000,
$10,000, and all the U.S. taxpayer dollars, and then she can rebuild her house with American taxpayer dollars while she waits for her asylum date. What I'm getting at is that if you break into America, you're treated better than the citizens of this country who lost their homes in North Carolina.
Welcome back to #GoRight with Peter Boykin. This is our #GoRight headlines. You know, I think I brought this up before. News agencies have started to close down on Fridays, 3-day weekends. But they push their news people to work as hard as they can Monday through Thursday, doing 10-hour work days, 12-hour work days, trying to push it off so they can have, Friday off. But then they got to go right back to it. I've got a friend who's in media, and it's burnout mode. While they reduce the amount of employees as AI and everything kind of increases and they become more larger conglomerates, and you basically see the same storylines. I mean, if you see an article, you will see every single person down the line has created a similar article. It's because a lot of these companies are owned by the same company. So wasn't a lot of news to talk about, usually at the end of the week. So my early week events don't give me a lot of news, but I try to give you the headlines that may be coming. I usually do headlines on a delay. I usually do stories on a delay because I want to get a fuller picture. And I want to not only just regurgitate some news that other people talked about, but to give you something to think about, to give you talking points to talk about, and to give you something to really vote about and think about. And again, folks, if you hadn't voted, please go and vote. So let's move on to our hashtag Go Right headlines. Some of these might grow into something bigger. They might go away, but they're worth noting. So let's start out with the government and economy and Trump's proposal to eliminate federal income tax. That sounds good. So Donald Trump has suggested he could scrap federal income tax if he wins the presidency. Probably not going to happen, but, it's worth thinking about. And meanwhile, Kamala Harris is like on every other commercial is like, Donald Trump is trying to raise your taxes. Donald Trump is trying to raise your taxes. Project 2025. Donald Trump's 2025. I'm like, where? It's not his crap. In a recent statement, former President Donald Trump suggested a radical shift in U.S. economics policy, the complete elimination of federal income tax. Trump's proposal would mark a historic transformation in how the federal government collects revenue, potentially reshaping everything from federal government programs to economic growth strategies. While specifics are still emerging, Trump hinted that should he win the presidency in 2024, he would consider a move to replace or abolish the federal income tax system altogether. This idea is bound to spark specific and significant debate. On one hand, proponents argue about scrapping income taxes would increase disposable income from American families, leading to economic growth, greater investments, and stronger job creation. But on the other hand, critics warn that without federal income tax, the government could face funding gaps, potentially cutting resources for essential services or requiring alternative revenue sources such as increased sales or excise taxes. But for constitutional conservatives, Trump's proposal aligns with the goal of reducing federal power and returning more financial control to individual states and citizens, potentially setting up a new era of financial independence. However, questions remain about how the country could finance critical federal responsibilities without the current tax structure, and those concerns will likely be the key in the policy discussions here to come. I will tell you personally, out of one big way to do this, if they got rid of the normal federal income tax, of course, your Social Security would still be there unless they changed that for future people where you can do that more of an investment. The best way I've seen is the fair tax, which, of course, the Democrats are always saying the rich people need to pay their fair share. The rich people need to pay their fair share. The top 1% needs to pay their fair share. And Donald Trump's trying to protect the wealthy. But the fair tax would go by your consumption tax. So you would pay a little bit more when you buy things. But think about it. No longer would you have to be taxed when you work. Like when I go and work, I have to pay taxes. I make money. The government gets a share. They might give me some of it back, and I got to go through all that hell. Or when I go buy stuff, I pay a little bit more in taxes and a consumption tax. So the federal government gets that. So, of course, if people were paying their fair share, rich people who've got more money will buy more stuff and they'll pay more taxes. The middle class who are barely scraping by will buy less stuff and pay less taxes. And poor people ain't buying nothing, so they ain't paying taxes at all, but they're going to be helped by the rest of the classes. Something like that. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about. In that note, it would be nice, and I brought this up idea before, you pay in the Social Security. They always talk about, Social Security, they're running out of money, Social Security. But how many people pay in the Social Security who never even reach the Social Security age? People pass away early, pass away before they collect it, pass away a little bit after they collect it. And it goes back to my mom, who's terminally ill, who passed away in August. And then my dad having to struggle, and I'm helping out because half his income's gone. His mom's income's gone from Social Security. I think that when people are diagnosed terminally ill, I don't know, possibly there needs to be a minimum amount of money I think that Social Security should pay people automatically. This is just me thinking and giving you something to talk about. Some people go, "Oh, that's crazy," but why not? Social Security has saved money up from you. Social Security pays anywhere from about $1,000 or so. So on minimum, $25,000. That's about 2 years, 25 to start, or whatever, or average of 2 years Social Security. Mind you, you still collect the Social Security as well. But that money can go directly to the family. So the person who is terminally ill could enjoy their last trip, or pay for medical expenses, or their loved one could take off work. I mean, the saddest thing is I had to work when my mom was passing away. I had to go to work on third shift, come home, see my mom, get some sleep, go to work, repeat, until eventually one morning, my mom passed away, and I come home and my mom was dead. And I had to take almost a week off. And my job did not even offer grievance pay. So bills are tight. Didn't have vacation time anymore because I got in an accident in May. Wouldn't things be different, a little bit different, if those who are terminally ill got a little stipend? I also thought that spouses who have another spouse that have been together, like my parents would have celebrated their 55th wedding anniversary in October. My mom would have celebrated her 77th birthday. Why not let the spouse keep some of the Social Security, or at least the Social Security for check, maybe another year, maybe 2 years, maybe 5 years, something? And did you know that even the $225 death benefit, you don't even get that right away? My dad hasn't even still got it. Mom passed away in August. It's now October. 220, it's still, the check's in the mail. Hadn't even got it yet. Crazy. But that's just talk. That's just talk. Let's move on to the next subject. So, for community safety, Pennsylvania's McDonald's owner faces threats after McDonald's visit. The owner of a Pennsylvania McDonald's that Donald Trump visited had to hire private security after threats were made against the store. It's pretty sad. In a devastating sign of heightened political tensions, the owners of a McDonald's restaurant in Pennsylvania was compelled to hire private security following threats made against the establishment. This situation unfolded after former President Trump stopped by the restaurant during a recent visit. According to reports, the increased visibility from Trump's visit led to an uptick in threats against both the businesses and its staff, prompting the owner to take extra safety measures to protect its employees and customers. This troubling incident highlights a growing trend where individuals and businesses can face backlash simply for engaging with certain political figures. The private security move underscores the difficulty many small businesses owners face when caught in the crosshairs of national political debate. And this specific McDonald's location was meant to be a simple stop on Trump's Pennsylvania visit, but now it's become a symbol of the challenges of small business owners face in an increasingly polarized climate. And with that, being a Trump supporter, being actively a Republican, being actively running for office, has zeroed it in. When you Google search me, you find out in the interviews, you think I'm going to be able to get a job in my career? No. I'm working a different type of job. I think it's a little bit more stable, but it's not in my career. I always thought maybe somebody would come along and say, hey, you're doing a really great job, and I'd like to give you a job. You're a great Republican, blah, 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 but it ain't happened. Can't get a job in my IT career, but I kind of use it a little bit. Some of it was e-commerce, so I in entrepreneurship, and I've used it to run this citizen journalist blog and go write news in the news. But look at the people that they went after for January 6th. This persecution. People losing their livelihood for their support of President Trump. Look at Rudy Giuliani. They want to take away all his money, his house, his apartment, because he supported Donald Trump and dared to question the 2020 election. Look at Alex Jones. He might have slipped up, said something stupid about Sandy Hook, but they really wanted to just go after him, to shut him down, to shut down free speech. By your pocketbook. We're not supposed to become a nation like that. We're supposed to make America great again, where we can be active citizens, be political, have a life, and not have to worry about that affecting our job and our careers. Let's move on to the next subject. So, election security. Ballot theft in Colorado raises concerns. At least a dozen mailed ballots were stolen in Colorado, and 3 were cast before they could be stopped and will be counted in the 2024 election. Election security has once again come under scrutiny after a recent incident in Colorado where at least 12 mailed ballots were intercepted before reaching voters. Out of those 12, 3 were reportedly cast before officials could intervene, meaning they will be counted in the upcoming 2024 election. This case brings to light the vulnerabilities within the mail-in ballot system and raises concerns about ballot integrity, especially as America prepares for the high-stakes 2024 election. I've already seen where somebody found a bunch of ballots in the storm drain somewhere and somebody's pulling them out. There was a case on there the other day about a Florida mailman who is dumping ballots in the woods. Yeah. That's why it's wise to see if your vote's been counted. Mail-in ballots, I really don't like them because there's no guarantee really that your election, your vote's getting there. You got to check up on it. So election officials have assured the public that while they're investigating the matter and reviewing security protocols, however, this incident will likely fuel ongoing debates about election security, with many voters calling for more stringent ID requirements and other safeguards to protect the voting process. This recent ballot interception underscores the importance of ensuring each vote is legitimate, which is foundational to maintaining public trust in election outcomes. And every vote matters. And one more little thing to talk about. Foreign affairs. Putin comments on Trump's approach to ending Ukraine's conflict. Vladimir Putin says he welcomes Donald Trump's desire to end the Ukraine conflict and believes it to be sincere. And I think even Zelensky has talked with Trump. And as Trump said, it's a war that should have never been fought. It's caused widespread death on both sides. And the only way to fix this is peace. In a notable remark from Russian President Vladimir Putin, he welcomed Donald Trump's recent statements on resolving the conflict in Ukraine, expressing his belief that Trump's intentions were sincere. Trump has been vocal about his desire to end the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, advocating for a negotiated peace as a high priority in his potential future presidency. Putin's comments align with Trump's positioning as a negotiator who claims he can bring both sides to the table. However, many critics view these remarks with skepticism, probably leftists, questioning whether peace talks could result in terms favorable to Ukraine or if they would merely empower Russian objectives. In response, supporters argue that a quick resolution would help stabilize Europe, decrease the risk of further escalation, and restore focus to pressing domestic priorities. I mean, the Russians now are getting North Korean troops, and the Ukraine people are dragging people out of bars, beating the hell out of people to put soldiers in the fodder. Something's got to go. Meanwhile, Putin's statement adds an international dimension to Trump's 2024 campaign and raises questions about how America might approach foreign policy and diplomatic challenges if Trump were to return to the White House. And believe me, it's going to be positive. So we'll be right back with the hashtag Go Right recap. Thanks for tuning in. Again, please share this. Please let other people know. Please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, whatever button it is, retweet it, repost it, reshare it, share it to all your groups. Help me out, folks. We'll be right back.
There's a tune in the air, it's humming low about a burden that we all know. They say it's 150 billion gone, and yet they say we gotta keep moving on. We're holding tight to our rights and making it clear. Free speech, border security, and strength we hold dear. We're the constitutionalists standing tall. At Go Right News, we answer the call. America, stand strong, lift up that pride. For the people, by the people, side by side. We're cutting through the noise, getting right down to truth. For the future we hope, for our land and our youth. Kamala says IDs ain't the way, but most Americans, they disagree and sway. They know every vote's a right, sure as night meets dawn. Election integrity keeps us strong and on. And with the cost of immigration hitting hard every year, we're calling on the leaders to make it crystal clear. We're fighting for rights with constitutional fire, for a safer tomorrow, for freedom's choir. Oh, America, raise your voice and fight for every law-abiding soul tonight. We're counting every cost, protecting every town. With Go Right News, we won't back down. Now Trump's saying he'll change the tax game, and folks are wondering if it'll lift our name. McDonald's took some heat with threats coming through, but we're small town proud, knowing what's true. In Colorado, ballots stowed away. We're holding tight to a fair election day. With Peter Boykin's Go Right, calling it out. We're Americans first, of that there's no doubt. America, stay true, we're holding fast for every future, for our past. From free speech to the border, we need secure. With Go Right News, we're standing pure.
Welcome back to the hashtag Go Right News recap. On hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin, we're breaking down the major issues shaping in America. Illegal immigration continues to drain our resources, costing American taxpayers over $150 billion in 2023 alone. The FAIR report shows that federal, state, and local governments spent $182 billion on services like healthcare, education, and law enforcement for illegal aliens, only offset by $32 billion in tax revenue, leaving taxpayers to bear the remaining $150 billion. Cities like Denver and New York are already cutting local budgets and essential services just to cover these costs, raising questions about how we'll sustain this level of spending. Meanwhile, Donald Trump recently proposed eliminating federal income tax if he wins in 2024, a revolutionary idea that could boost Americans' income but raises questions about federal funding. In Pennsylvania, a McDonald's owner had to hire a private security after facing threats following Trump's visit, showing that today's political climate is increasingly impacting small business owners. And in election security remains a priority with a recent Colorado incident where a dozen mailed ballots were stolen and 3 were cast illegally, an attempt of the vulnerabilities in our election system that voters want to address. And on the foreign front, Russian President Vladimir Putin praised Trump's sincere efforts to resolve the Ukraine conflict, adding an international dimension to Trump's 2024 campaign. That's the news today, folks. For more details and latest updates on these pressing issues, visit GoRightNews.com, where this article is there, and you'll see videos and other things and links. Follow hashtag GoRight with Peter Boykin on Rumble.com, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, X, Twitter, and other platforms. To support our mission, consider donating via Cash App at $Peter Boykin, the number 1. But there's also other links that are available on GoRightNews.com and PeterBoykin.com. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let's keep America strong together. God bless everybody. Peace.
It's time to go right. Let the truth ignite. We're bringing the right news into the light. With Peter Boykin at the helm, we're taking a stand. Constitutionalist for America, we protect this land. Welcome to the place where opinions align. With liberty's flame, our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true. Let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Welcome to the place where opinions align. With liberty's flame, our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true. Let's go right, it's the podcast for you. It's time to go right. Let the truth ignite. We're bringing the right news into the light. With Peter Boykin at the helm, we're taking a stand. Constitutionalist for America, we protect this land. Welcome to the place where opinions align. With liberty's flame, our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true. Let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Where opinions align. With liberty's flame, our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true. Let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Welcome to the place where opinions align with liberty's flame, our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true. Let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Welcome to the place. In the crowded room I play my part, a joker with a broken heart. I wear a smile, I play alone, but deep inside I don't belong alone. They see the laughter, hear the jokes, but no one feels the words I choke. I'm the joker in the corner, just passing through. With every card I play, I lose a piece of truth. They don't see the man behind the mask I wear. The joker's always laughing, but nobody cares. I spin the wheel, I roll the dice, I keep pretending, paying the price. A foolish grin, it hides the pain. In every joke there's always rain. But still they laugh, still they cheer. They never see my hidden tears. I'm the joker in the corner, just passing through. With every card I play, I lose a piece of truth. They don't see the man behind the mask I wear. The joker's always laughing, but nobody cares. Deal the cards, I play my hand. The joker always takes a stand. But in the end, it's just a game, and I'm the one who feels the flame. Oh, I'm the joker in the corner, just passing through. With every card I play, I lose a piece of truth. They don't see the man behind the mask I wear. The joker's always laughing, but nobody cares. So I keep playing, it's what I do. The joker's game is never through. I smile and laugh, hide all the pain, but in the end I'm lost again. The joker's always laughing, but nobody cares. So I'll keep playing, it's what I do. The joker's game is never through. I smile and laugh, hide all the pain, but in the end I'm lost again. Out on the green, the sun's burning high. Trump's standing tall with his eyes on the sky. A shot rang out, but he ain't going down. He's got the heart of a lion wearing his crown. The country's torn apart, stakes run deep, but he won't let fear rock him off his feet. Radicals rise, their words full of hate, but we'll stand by him before so much danger, but he's still standing strong. Through the chaos and all that's gone wrong, let's make Trump safe again. Protect what's right in a world
We'll stand for him tall, make Trump safe again before we lose it all. They took a shot, thought they'd bring it to his knees. But he's a fighter, never bowing to enemies. Political violence is growing every day, but Trump's standing firm, won't let him get away. Biden and Harris, they can't hide the crime. We see the streets falling apart in time, but we'll rise up, together we'll defend. With Trump at the front, we'll make this rain end. So much danger, but he's still standing strong. Through the chaos and all that's gone wrong, let's make Trump safe again, protect what's right. In a world that's spinning, in a never-ending fight, we won't bow back down. We'll stand for him tall, make Trump safe again before we lose it all. From the rallies to the White House door, we'll fight for freedom like never before. Make America strong, united, free, under Trump's vision for all to see. Let's make Trump safe again, protect what's right. In a world that's spinning, in a never-ending fight, we won't bow back down. We'll stand for him tall, make Trump safe again before we lose it all. Through the storms, through the trials, through the fight, we'll keep on going, defending the light. Make Trump safe again, it's our anthem, our song. Together we'll stand and we'll keep pushing on. Let's make Trump safe again, protect what's right. In a world that's spinning, in a never-ending fight, we won't bow back down. We'll stand for him tall, make Trump safe again before we lose it all. It must be the season of the witch. 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 When I look over my window, many sights to see. And when I look in my window, so many different people to be. That it's strange, so strange. Must be the season of the witch. 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 When I look over my shoulder, what do you think I see? Some other cat looking over his shoulder at me. That's strange, sure it's strange. Must be the season of the witch. Pick up every stitch, pick up every stitch.
got to pick up every stitch. You've got to pick up every stitch. You've got to pick up every stitch. 2 rabbits running in the ditch. Phoenix around to make it rich. Oh no, oh no, must be the season of the witch. Witch, 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 must be the season of the witch. Must be the season, must be the season of the witch. Pick up every stitch, you got to pick up every stitch. 2 rabbits running in the ditch, 2 rabbits running in the ditch. Phoenix are out to make it rich. Pick up every stitch, pick up every stitch. Season of the witch. Pick up every stitch, pick up every stitch. Will be the season of the witch. Pick up every stitch, 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 pick up every stitch. Oh no, must be the season of the witch. In a little town where the cookies decided, Cincinnati swings with a soulful pride. Since '84, they've known who's ahead. Trump's got 54 and the people are fed. Swing to the beat, let freedom play. From the bakery line to the light of day. Liberty smooth, can't you see? The echoes rise in harmony. Trump's in Butler, the crowd's in tune. The rally's hot like a jazz-filled room. But behind the curtain, trouble grew. The FBI knew, but the shots flew through. We sway in rhythm, will never fold. This republic's groove is bright and bold. Constitutionalists for America strong. We'll dance to the truth all night long. Adams in the papers, scandal on the rise. New York's mayor caught in a web of lies. AOC wants him to bow out fast, but Adams says I'm built to last. The jazz rolls on, the trumpets blare. Corruption fades in freedom's air. We'll hit the notes, play loud and clear. Go right news leads, no need to fear. Zuckerberg's fortune, hidden high notes. BlackRock's crypto flows their boats. While the people wonder where to stand as dollars drift from hand to hand. The baseline thumps, the stakes are high, but we'll swing our way into the sky. With Go Right News, we'll take the stage and fight for truth with every page. Cyber whispers, hackers in the night. Biden sends billions while we hold tight. But in this dance we won't miss a beat. We'll keep the rhythm, won't face defeat. The saxophones sing, the rhythm's real. No one can break this nation's steel. With every groove, our spirits lift. We stand for freedom, the ultimate gift. From Butler's rallies to the city lights, the people move and we win these fights. With every swing and every sway, liberty shines lighting the way. So swing with me, let's keep this strong. With Go Right News, we'll carry on. The Constitution is our song. We'll swing for justice all night long.
my tongue, bide my time, wearing a warning sign. Wait till the world is mine. Visions I vandalize, cold in my kingdom size, fell for these ocean eyes. You should see me in a crown, I'm gonna run this nothing town. Watch me make 'em bow, one by one by one, one by one. You should see me in a crown, your silence is my favorite sound. Watch me make 'em bow, one by one by one, one by one by one. Count my cards, watch them fall, blood on a marble wall. I like the way they all scream. Tell me which one is worse, living or dying first, sleeping inside a hearse. I don't dream. You say, come over baby, I think you're pretty. I'm okay, I'm not your baby. If you think I'm pretty, you should see me in a crown. I'm gonna run this nothing town. Watch me make 'em bow, one by one, by one by one. One by one, by one, by. You should see me in a crown. I'm gonna run this nothing town. Watch me make 'em bow, one by one by one, one by one. You should see me in a crown. You should see silence is my favorite sound. You should see me. Watch me make 'em bow, bow, one by one by one, one by one by one. Crown. I'm gonna run this nothing town. Watch me make 'em bow, one by one, one by one, one by one, one by. You should see me in a crowd. See me. Your silence is my favorite sound. You should see me. Watch me make 'em bow, one by one by one, one by one by one. Shadow on the window, and the moon is turning black. I can feel it crawling closer, like a hand on my back. Every step I take it follows, every breath it pulls me in. I'm caught inside the darkness, where the nightmares begin. I hear a whisper in the dark, calling me. The cold wind has left its mark on my soul. Can't you see? It's a spell that I can't break, got me tangled in its way. I hear a whisper in the dark, calling me. There's a howl out in the distance, and a scream beneath the floor. I've been hearing ghostly footsteps, but there ain't nobody at the door. Candles flicker in the silence, casting shadows on the wall, and the whispers start to tighten. Oh, they're making me fall. Oh, I hear a whisper in the dark, calling me. It's got hold of my beating heart, won't let go, can't be free. Like a curse I can't escape, winding tighter in its shape. And the whisper in the dark, calling me. me, and the air is growing thick. I can feel the room is spinning as the walls are closing in. Voices rise up from the corners like a choir of the dead. They've been waiting for this moment, and they're crawling in my head. Oh, I hear a whisper in the dark, haunting me, haunting me, haunting me, like a bite that leaves its mark. Won't release, won't let me be. Through the black it drags me down, where there's no one else around. I hear a whisper in the dark, haunting me, haunting me. Every mirror shows a stranger, eyes that burn into my soul. There's no running from the danger once you've fallen in the hole. I can feel it getting colder, something wicked draws me near. It's been living on my shoulder, feeding off my fear. Oh, I hear a whisper in the dark, binding me, binding me, binding me, like a chain that leaves its scar wrapped around endlessly. No more light to find my way, only shadows here to stay. I hear a whisper in the dark, binding me, binding me. Now the night has fully taken, and my heartbeat starts to slow. There's a voice I can't awaken, singing songs I'll never know. It's the end of every story, where the wicked have their say, and the darkness takes the glory as it carries me away. Oh, I hear a whisper in the dark, swallowing me, swallowing me. There's no light, not even a spark, only shadows left to see. Now my fate is sealed and done, can't escape, nowhere to run. I hear a whisper in the dark, swallowing me, swallowing me. I hear a whisper, I hear a whisper, whisper in the dark, whisper in the dark, whisper in the dark, whisper in the dark. Breaks where shadows rise, daughters of the night, beneath the darkened sky. Whispers on the wind, calling out a spell. They dance in circles where the secrets dwell. The fire's burning bright, the stars begin to sway. The witch's chant grows louder as the night turns into day. Broken mist, they gather near, with eyes like embers, no trace of fear. The forest bends and speaks their name, a forgotten power never tamed. The fire's burning bright, the stars begin to sway. The witch's chant grows louder as trees. The witch's dance is endless, carried by the breeze. A spell cast in silence under a silver moon. The night's their only kingdom when wild things bloom. Daughters of the night, with magic in their hands, weaving threads of power that no one understands. The cauldron's glowing bright, the shadows come alive. They ride the winds of mystery where ancient spirits thrive. Daughters of the night, forever they shall roam. In the wind and the fire, they'll always find a home. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, but shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that too. When I'm back on top in June. I said that's life. And as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on my dream. But I don't know, let it get me down. 'Cause this final world, it keeps spinning right around. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get right back in the race. That's life. I can tell you I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart just ain't gonna buy it. And if I didn't think it was worth one single try, I'd jump right on a big bird and then I'd fly. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a queen. I've been up and I've been down and over and out, and I know just one thing. Each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. That's life, and I can't deny it. Many times I've thought of cutting out, but my heart won't buy it. But if there's nothing shaking come this here July, I'm just gonna roll myself up in a big ball and die. That's life.
I drew the fire in my heart. Late night, I'm sipping, feeling sparks ignite. Let the beat keep pulsing in the flashing neon light. Oh, you know I'm falling, falling, but your love is calling, calling. Feel the night, let it take control. Take me on, take me home. Dance until the break of dawn, we're never letting go. Feel the light, feel the glow. We're together now, don't ever be alone. Spinning through the city, every move is in a trance. You and I, we're electric, it's our night to take a chance. Rhythms pulling closer, heartbeat matching with the bass. And in the dark, we're dancing till we're lost in this space. Oh, you know I'm falling, falling, but your love is calling, calling. Feel the night, let it take control. Take me on, take me home. Dance until the break of dawn, we're never letting go. Feel the light, feel the glow. We're together now, don't ever be alone. In the dark, we find our way. You and I, we feel the sway. Take my hand, don't let it go. We'll rise together in the glow. And in the night, we're free to fly. Feel the pulse, we'll touch the sky. Take me on, take me home, take me home. I'll be waiting here, I'm never letting go. In the light, in the glow. Oh, oh, hold me close, and we'll never be alone. Take me on, take me home. Take me on, take me home.
Trump stands taller. Don't mess with his agenda. You twist his words, justify your reasons. He made his promise, and he's here to keep it. That's why he's done it again. No, MAGA swagger.
Supporters keep the spirit up, so long as critics make noise, yeah. Fools try to break him, something they'll never destroy. Grand MAGA wave, and who really gives a damn for a shaky stance? Don't ask him to fold under pressure, he needs this drive to lead. You own the power, you control the media. Trump stands taller, don't mess with his agenda. You twist his words, justify your reasons. He made his promise, and he's here to keep it. That's why he's done it again. No, MAGA swagger. Supporters keep the spirit up, so long as critics make noise, yeah. Fools try to break him, something they'll never destroy. Grand MAGA wave, bam. And who really gives a damn for a shaky stance? Don't ask him to fold under pressure, he needs this drive to lead. Believe. You own the power, you control the media. Trump stands taller, don't mess with his agenda. You twist his words, justify your reasons. He made his promise, and he's here to keep it. That's why he's done it again. No, MAGA swagger. MAGA swagger. MAGA swagger. You own the power.
You control the media. Trump stands taller. Don't mess with his agenda. You twist his words, justify your reasons. He made his promise, and he's here to keep it. You own the power. You control the media. Trump stands taller. Don't mess with his agenda. You twist his words, justify your reasons. He made his promise, and he's here to keep it. That's why he's done it again. No, no, no. That's why he's done it again. No, MAGA swagger, yeah, that's MAGA swagger. MAGA swagger, MAGA swagger. That's why Trump's done it again, again, again. No, 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 MAGA swagger. No, no, MAGA swagger, MAGA swagger. No, no, MAGA swagger. Can't deny the vision, lifts the fog from our eyes. Trump rise without permission, here's one who won't compromise. Truth comes bold in his stride, they try to shout him down, but he stands his ground. Brush off the judgments, who says they're part of our lives. You own the power. You control the media. Trump stands taller. Don't mess with his agenda. You twist his words, justify your reasons. He made his promise, and he's here to keep it. You own the power. You control the media. Trump stands taller. Don't mess with his agenda. You twist his words, justify your reasons. He made his promise, and he's here to keep it. That's why he's done it again. No, no, MAGA swaggers. Keep the spirit, so long as critics make noise, yeah. Fools try to break him, something they'll never destroy. Grand MAGA way, bad. Who really gives a damn for a shaky stance? Don't ask him to fold under pressure. He needs this drive to lead. You own the power. You control the media. Trump stands taller. Don't mess with his agenda. You twist his words, justify your reasons. He made his promise, and he's here to keep it. No, no, MAGA swagger. He's done it again. No, 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 no. No, no, MAGA swagger. That's why he's done it again. MAGA swagger. No, MAGA swagger. MAGA swagger. MAGA swagger. No, no, MAGA swagger. No, no, MAGA swagger. Gonna build a mountain, yeah, 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 yeah. Gonna build a mountain from a little hill. Gonna build me a mountain, at least I hope I will. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, I only know I'm gonna try. Gonna build me a daydream from a little hope. Gonna push that daydream up a mountain slope. Gonna build a daydream, gonna see it through. Gonna build a mountain and a daydream, gonna make them both come true. Gonna build a heaven from a little hell. Gonna build me a heaven, and I know darn well if I build my mountain with a lot of care and take my daydream up the mountain, and heaven will be waiting there. When I build that heaven, as I will, will someday. And there'll be a heaven as I take me away. And the Lord sends Gabriel to take me away. What a fine young son to take my place. I'll leave the sun in my heaven on earth with the good Lord's grace. With a fine young son to take my place, I'll leave the sun in my heaven on earth with the good Lord's grace. Gonna build a mountain, yeah, yeah.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. Welcome to the final show. Hope you're wearing your best clothes. You can't bribe the door on your way to the sky. You look pretty good down here, but you ain't really good. If we never learn, we never been here before, why are we all stuck in running from the bullets? The bullets. We never learn, we've been here before, why are we always stuck in running from the bullets? The bullets. Just stop your crying, it's the sign of the times. We gotta get away from here. We gotta get away from here. Just stop your crying, it'll be alright. They told me that the end is near. We gotta get away from here. Just stop crying, have the time of your life, breaking through the atmosphere, and things are pretty good from here. Remember, everything will be alright. We can meet again somewhere, somewhere far away from here. If we never learn, we've been here before, why we always stuck running from the bullets? The bullets. We never learned, we never been here before, why we always stuck in running from the bullets? The bullets. Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. We gotta get away from here. We gotta get away from here. Stop your crying, baby, it will be alright. They told me that the end was near. We gotta get away from here. If we never learn, we've been here before, why we always stuck in running from the bullets? The bullets. We never learned, we've been here before, why we always stuck in running from the bullets? The bullets. We don't talk enough, we should open up before it's all too much. We got to, we got to, we got to, we gotta, we got to, we gotta get away from here. If we'll ever learn, it's the sign of the times. Wipe your eyes, don't cry. Gotta get away from here.
The border's wide, the fences fall, and the weight on our nation grows tall. Jobs once secure, now slipping through, as wages drop for me and you. Housing scarce, prices climb, while illegal waves grow over time. It's a fight we can't ignore. This isn't what the dream was for. Oh, we stand, but the dreams fade fast. Illegal ties are breaking the past. Go like news, we speak for the brave. Constitutionalists for America will say, they'll say. The streets feel darker, crime runs high, as broken laws cloud the sky. Schools overfilled, they struggle to cope, while honest families lose their hope. Public systems drained, stretched thin, but we know where the change begins. Enforce the rules, secure our way, bring back the dream. It's time to say, hey, we rise with the truth as our shield. For the American dream, we won't yield. Go right news, let the light shine through. Constitutionalists, we fight for you. Inflation climbs, the pressure's on. The price of freedom feels overgone. But the spirit of this land won't die. We'll stand tall, we'll fight, we'll try. Illegal floods, they weaken the land, but together we'll make our stand. Restoring hope, bringing pride. With unity, we'll turn the tide. We'll march with liberty at our side, for the American dream, with strength and pride. Go right news, we'll lead the fight. Constitutionalists defending what's right. What's right? Restoring hope, bringing pride. With unity, we'll turn the tide. We'll turn the tide. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Oh, let the trumpet sound again. Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. And when the sun begins to shine. Oh, when the sun begins to shine. Lord, I want want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. And when the sun begins to shine, oh, when the sun begins to shine, Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. And when the sun begins to shine, oh, when the sun begins to shine, Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. And when the sun begins to shine, oh, when the sun begins to shine, Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Oh, and they crown him King of Kings in my soul, and they crown him King of Kings. Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Oh, when the saints go marching in, Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Oh, when they crown him King of Kings, oh, when they crown him King of Kings, Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Oh, when the saints go marching in, Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, Lord, I want to be in that. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Oh, let the trumpet sound again. Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Lord, I want to be in that. When the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, Lord, I want to be in that. Lord, I want to be in that. Lord, I want to be in that. Lord, I want to. In the heart of Georgia, a judge lays down the law. McBurney's voice echoes, standing firm and tall. Certify those votes, go wait another day. Even if there's doubt, follow what the rules say. Vigilance is needed, protect the election's light. In a nation built on freedom, we have to do what's right. Across the land we hear the cry, go right. For constitutionalists, for America we fight the fight. On the edge of a republic, we hold the line, keeping truth alive in troubled times.
whole game. Elections are sacred, so is our land. We need a leader who will take a stand. From Go Right News to every single town, we're spreading truth, never backing down. We're rising up through the noise and fear, holding tight to freedom that's crystal clear. With peace, pulse, and beat, we take the fight. For every American, it's time to go right. Time to go right. Inflation's crushing dreams, 78% in pain. Living paycheck to paycheck, praying for some rain. They call it an opportunity,